Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Daydreams colour along. I had such trouble with this bird. The head that I do, if you're colouring along, that worked out okay, more or less. Then the body, I coloured with the pencil colours that I've been using, but then I decided to do what I often do and go over them with white, and I'm not sure what went wrong, but it actually became a big fat hot mess, and I ended up feeling so frustrated I nearly decided to cancel the entire colour along, and I thought, shall I bother to even put this video up on YouTube, or what should I do? Should I just leave it? And then I thought, well, so many people in the colouring groups post things about, they messed this up and they ended up throwing it away and they were so upset and they loved their book and blah, 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 blah. And I thought, oh, well, I've often messed things up and somehow or other managed to save them at the end of the day by just trying various things. So I continued filming and I thought, well, I'm going to be brave and I'm going to put myself out there and I'm going to show you that I'm a colorist like everybody else here, and I'm learning, and I've never had an art lesson in my life. Everything I've learned about coloring, I've learned from YouTube and from chatting to people and from looking at things, and there are so many colorists that are far better than I am, but I'm turning out some pictures that I quite like these days. I can always see lots of room for improvement, but I think in any art form, if you're completely satisfied with your work, you're probably going to stop growing. So I don't mind that I see room for improvement. I get enormous joy from coloring. It just fills something in me that I didn't know needed filling. It's something that brings me peace. My happy place is to sit with some form of art tool. It doesn't have to be pencils. I just enjoy playing with all of them. One of my favorite things is to splash around with watercolors where I really don't know what I'm doing, but I have such fun. But I love coloring with my pencils, and then I sit and listen to an audio book and I can be in another world. It's just great. So now I'm going to put some music on again. This time it's music that I've just found from YouTube that they allow you to use on the channel, and I hope that you enjoy the color along, and I'll have a chat again a little bit later. Thank you and happy coloring. As I come to the end of this bit here, it's interesting for me to watch the video. It's actually quite a learning tool to watch what you've done, because obviously we don't often film ourselves coloring, and I've only started this channel fairly recently, and it's the first time I've ever filmed myself coloring, and I was unhappy with the blend. If I didn't like the blue and the sort of lines, and then I'd gone pale too quickly, and I thought I can blend it out with the white pencil. But in looking at it, taking the step back, I can see now that what I should have done is simply gone over the layers a bit more and do what I did later and bring the blue further out and make a darker pink for the highlight. So I don't know if this happens to any of the rest of you when you're coloring, but I think sometimes, me personally, sometimes I think I need to step away and leave it for a bit and come back to it, because I get to a stage where now, as I was coloring at this stage, I wanted to be finished, and that's why it kind of got a bit messed up. But anyway, we fixed it later on. Chat again just now. So after lifting up most of the color with the Gamsol, I've then gone back in and I added the dioxazine purple hue, which is darker than that Imperial Violet. I think I decided that the problem was that there was just the one blue color, and then I add Imperial Violet onto that and then a darker pink accent as well, and that seemed to finally solve the problem. I've been struggling with the music, which is why I've been using the Facebook music, because Facebook picked up on my last music that I put in from a concert of my own with a friend playing and a pupil singing, and their bots or whatever listened to things, picked it up as some famous people and said I didn't have rights to them. So I can contest it, but it all felt like quite an issue. So I'll try again on another video, but for the rest of this video, I'm using the kind of tin can music that they allow us to use, that they make themselves. I apologize for that. I had hoped to be able to use my own personal things that I've recorded and that I have rights to, but they're not legal rights. They're just verbal rights from old pupils, as they were all done in a casual way. I hope you enjoy the rest of this color along. Chat again just now. Bye-bye. And so we're reaching the end of this video. These are Pentel Sparkle Pops. I'll put links to where I bought them. You can get them at Amazon. I absolutely love them. They're fabulous and so shiny, and they apply really, really nicely. I just did the beginning of the background for you to see. I used a blue Posca pen, and I have that particular Posca pen in 3 different sizes, so I'll put links to that as well. And what I liked about the one I used for the blue background is that I have it in a fairly fine point as well, so it was easy to go around the fine little details of the flowers, etc. I also then went over the stamens of the flowers with a white gel pen because the black didn't show against the blue, so I just went over it. I ended up being quite happy with how this turned out after my total panic about the breast area of the bird. So I hope you've enjoyed this color along. I would be so thrilled if somebody would comment in the comments, and remember again to like and subscribe to my channel, and to all of those that have already done so. You've no idea how much it lifts my day and how delighted and thrilled I am when I see I have a new subscriber. My husband is probably getting slightly tired of hearing, "Yay, I got a new subscriber today." So you really have lifted my spirits enormously, and thank you so much for the very positive response I've had. Thank you, and enjoy watching the rest of the video. Bye-bye. Oh, just one more thing. I'm putting on a recording now of an ex-pupil of mine, Marjorie Gerber, singing a song by Bach called Bist du bei mir. I have the rights for this. I recorded it myself, and Marjorie has given permission for me to use it. So if they should happen to query it, I will actually contest it this time. Thank you. And then after that, I'll put on some more YouTube music. Thanks. Bye-bye.